what's up, y'all? So today is, I think today's the 4th. I gotta check on that. Let me see if there's anything on here that tells me the date. Of course not. Oh, hold on. Let me see. I got the iPad right here, y'all. Today's the 3rd. I'm rushing my days, but what's new? So today's the 3rd. Right now, I live like 30 minutes away from the port Wilmington. I always say it when I was doing the local runs for Indian River. It's so crazy to say was. But yeah, so I normally come to the port Wilmington. So I said, you know what? The whole strike has really it's an interest for me. When I started doing research on everything going on, I'm realizing like the severity of it. And, I'm realizing that there's different factors that plays a key part into why they pushed for the strike. So I was like, let me come to Port Wilmington to see how it is. Today is day 3. I want to see if the crowd is as big as it was reported in Wilmington and in Newark ports, just to see or feel, the whole atmosphere. So I just saw that they have a 10 section. I'm going to pull up around there and see if I can talk to anyone, if they're willing to talk to me. My take on this is I feel like it would be a great opportunity if the truck drivers and the dock workers were able to stand in solidarity together and both of us be a part of the strike. But we know in the trucking world, truck driver world anyways, yeah, that's a dream, right? It's not going to happen. So I'm trying to get a couple highlights from today all the way until the weekend just to see, if the crowd dies down and if anything changes. Right now, what's going on is that a lot of retailers has pretty much planned for a week or two when it comes to if they can hold out and manage the strike, right? So I don't think economically they're worried for a week or two. I think the issue is going to happen if it extends to a month. But based on what I'm seeing, the leader and the whole ILA association, they're ready to go all the way in. They don't care how long it lasts. Their demands will be met according to them. So I just feel like this is a historical moment based on the research that I did. The last ILA strike for the longshoremen was in 1977. That's 47 years ago. So this is in fact a historical event right now. We all know that we don't want to deal with a strike that's going to impact the food supply and supply in general. But at the same time, as truck drivers, we also know that we combat an issue of we don't think we get our paid our fair share, right? I think we can all agree that across the board. And that's pretty much why, every time we're talking about, we need to have a strike, but nobody can come together to have a strike. And I understand that we're not unionized, but I'm just like, dang, nabbit. When are we going to realize that if we don't stop thinking about or be fearful, you know what I'm saying? If we definitely take a stand, nothing's gonna ever change. I just feel like this is such a missed opportunity for us to partake, but I get it. We gotta be realistic and think of real life. There's so many different, groups when it comes to trucking, when it comes to if it's culture, race, whatever. It's so many difference in the group that basically we can't come to a united front to actually have a successful strike. Other than UPS or the unionized group, yeah, it's just nothing pretty much for us, and everyone's really fearful. But I stick with them. I know everybody has their opinions, but for me, I believe that you gotta stand for something, and that's what they're doing. Everyone can talk their talk and talk their mess, but if you are not in that job actively, you do not know what these people are dealing with. It's the same thing they talk bad about truck drivers. It's the same thing I'm hearing about truck drivers and blah blah yada yada yada. So I understand, but I'm gonna drive around there and get some footage, and then I'll head to Newark just to see what's going on. And I want to share some important information, that I was able to gather. So I still see trucks are moving. There's still trucks moving, but it's nothing heavy. Compared to when I'm coming into the port, it's not a lot of action. So I'm really, really intrigued to see how the port of Newark is, because they were on blast the first day, baby. So let's see how it is, and I'll get some content for you guys. So there goes the port of Wilmington. I'm gonna see if I can go in here and see if anyone will talk to me basically about the strike. Let's see. Let me ask if we're allowed. Regular people are allowed to come in here. Yeah, they got like a whole setup and stuff in here, y'all. I'm about to go ask some questions because I really, really want to know. As you can see, this is the port entry, and some containers were still moving because they had to still deliver the products that were already offloaded from the containers. But this is pretty much the setup for the whole strike, and I met some really, really good gentlemen out here. I got a chance to just see what the whole atmosphere was, and to be honest, I even got some gems dropped on me as well. Okay, y'all, so I just left the port of Wilmington, and I got a chance to speak to a couple protesters and stuff. I had to respect their privacy, so I got to take a picture with a couple of the guys. And I'm telling you, y'all, like, listen, sometimes I feel like I'm so blessed. I've had like slip ups and certain like moments of discouragement in trucking, but I'm gonna tell you one thing that I'm blessed with, and God is so good to me, right? With this, I have been able to build a great network of truckers. Like I'm telling you, so there's truckers out there in terms of people who drove before and now they retired and have their businesses and stuff. And I just met someone who was so great to me, you know what I'm saying? And I just told him about what happened with me being terminated and everything, and me kind of not being sure about my next move. But one thing I know for a fact is, y'all, I need to diversify my income, and I cannot stress that more than anything. This taught me the biggest lesson, and it's a lesson I've been learning, signs that I've been seeing for a while, right? But after this situation, I realized that I have to take control of this and find a way to get additional income and really just step out and just do something for myself. Because realistically, we don't want to say we're numbers. I don't want to say I'm a number, but we are a number. We're just employees. We're not family members. We're not CEOs. We're not the company. We are employees until we become our own company, become our own boss, become like an owner, operator, or create our own businesses, right? And that's something that nobody can take away from you. Clearly, it could not be profitable, profit versus nonprofit, or no profit, I should say, not nonprofit, correction. But you don't know what it's gonna go, which way you're gonna go with your business. But one thing it's yours, right? It's yours. So that's the biggest lesson I've learned during this week. But I just met him, and he just dropped a bunch of gem on me and gave me some information, more network, willing to help me and stuff like that. And I'm so appreciative because I have such a great list of truckers or ex-truckers, veteran truckers who are always putting information in the palm of my hand. They're always willing to help and help me get up to date with certain stuff. I don't think I would have been able to learn so much I would not have been able to learn so much if it wasn't for the gems dropped on me by truckers, experienced truckers, right? So I appreciate every single trucker that has come within my path and dropped a lot of learning and lessons on me, right? But they're out there. I came here a little early, right? Because I wanted to get here like around lunchtime. So it's a little bit light in terms of the protesters. But as far as I've heard, in the evening is when it gets real popping and you have like a lot more. So I forgot about the Philly port, and I heard the Philly port is on lockdown. So I'm going to head to the Philly port additional to the Newark. So I'm going to head over to the port Newark right now to see how it is, the vibe is. As far as I know, I don't want to get too many faces on camera because they have to make sure that they don't disclose any information that could affect them, and I in no way want to mess their chances up by leaking anything. So I'm gonna stick to I'll speak to whoever, see the vibe and see how it is and how they feel about everything, and I'll let you guys know how it is. One thing I will say though, one thing I'll say, y'all, there's still movement, right? There's still movement because they have to get certain stuff done. But I just found out that in us, like tanker going to Citrasuco, we can't even go in there. We can't even go in there. We cannot go in there. So I'm just thinking like, dang, in terms of any work that they would have to get done, like, they're not getting that done. They can't get their loads done. You know what I'm saying? For Citrasuco and companies like that, they can't get it done. They cannot go inside the port to do Damn. And that just shows you how big this strike is. Like, I wish them the best of luck. I hope they get what they want. As far as I know, they're willing to prolong this for as long as they need. I hope they don't have to go past beyond a week. But let's see how it goes. I'm about to head down to Port Newark right now just to see how the vibe is. And then, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna get share some information with y'all, because I want to talk about this automation thing. Like, I really want to do a segment for automation, you know, to just show that the fear that's being instilled in a lot of us, because our jobs are at risk. And I know a lot of the jobs won't be like, they won't have a lot of problems, because I just don't feel like you can have robots and stuff doing everything that a human does. However, I feel like there's a lot of jobs threatened by automation right now, and I'm just thinking, if that becomes a big thing, automation, where are we supposed to go? What are we supposed to do? Like, what's the next move for us? Like, I get what they're going through. I would not want to know that I have my career, my job, especially if a job that's providing a decent living, great income, all of that, and it's threatened by automation. I wouldn't want to have that, you know, on my head. It's already bad enough that I feel like we're in a recession, but that's another story. The economy is struggling right now, and jobs, like, the job market is not what it used to be. I'm talking the most coveted jobs back in the day, they're not sought after anymore, because you know why? The earnings are not as great as they used to be. The benefits are not as great as it used to be. Everything is just changing. We're seeing careers that we all wanted to do when we were younger. We were all told that, you know, go this route. Now it's just becoming like a basic job, like a basic ass job, right? So I wish them the best of luck. I personally came out here because I want to be more active with my channel. I want to use my channel for more than just my story, right? I want to really get out there and start sharing different content, something that can be more educational. And I just feel like this is something I want to be a part of, because damn, 47 years since they strike. So you know they mean business. But I'm gonna head out, y'all. I'm not gonna drag this out. I'm gonna head out to Port Newark and see how it is there. I might split this up in different segments or different videos for I like the word segment. It makes me feel, you know, more professional. I'm gonna split this up between each port, and I'm gonna drop some information that I found as well doing my research. So let me head out, y'all. Let me head to Port Newark, y'all, because I heard they mean business down there. They got grills and everything. Let's see how this goes, y'all.